I'm guaranteed to give you what you need.
Never disrespect. Yeah, it's ARS.
And it's StaceFresh.
This is the All in Check podcast, episode 7.
Yeah,
what we gonna do?
We're gonna podcast and bullshit because we totally are here unprepared. Not unprepared, but it's just like we're not running with it. Any specific topic today?
Yeah, we're just gonna catch up and just podcast and bullshit today, pretty much. And shout out to you guys that are now listening. Those of you who just started tuning in to us, we appreciate it. We are now at an episode 7, so it's been a cool little start for us, and we just want to welcome you guys to our podcast and hope you guys checked out our website and also our social media. And we are on 3 platforms streaming, currently on YouTube, Soundcloud, and of course iTunes podcast.
Yep. And thank you for the follows on the Instagram page too.
Oh,
we're at the 200 something mark.
Oh yeah, it's getting litty.
Yep. So what do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about news?
Anything really.
T.I. got arrested this morning.
Oh yeah, I seen that. He's doing really well, and he's not.
And now he's out.
Yeah, he's not letting that affect him either in a negative way at all. He's staying positive through it all.
Yeah. Supposedly he couldn't get into his gated community. And I guess he was out late. And he couldn't get in. They had been drinking, him and his homie. He told the security guard running the gate, don't you know who I am? Like, let me in. And then the security guard, I guess they got into like an altercation. I don't think him specifically, but his homie. And the cops showed up, and his homie had a warrant. So they took them both.
That's cold.
Yeah. and then he paid bail. And then I seen something that he still made it to his baby girl's birthday party.
Oh, his son's.
Major?
Yes. He turned 10 today.
Oh. Well,
sorry
whatever.
about that. It's fake news right here.
Shut up. He made it to one of his damn kids' birthday party.
Fake news. Don't believe the hype. We just talked about this. Don't believe the hype.
Be quiet. What else is going on? The BET Award nominations came out. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Well.
Oh, wait. Did Ninth Wonder just post that? It's like slides of who. It's Nicki. Is it Rhapsody?
Rhapsody is on there, yeah.
So that's one of his artists right there.
So for the female hip hop artists, we have Cardi B, we have Nicki Minaj, we have Remy Ma, Dej Loaf, and we have Rhapsody. Who do you think is gonna take that?
I would love to see Rhapsody or Remy, but I know the pop culture probably wants to see something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and it's always
mainstream wants to.
It's always been Nicki, right? I think so.
I'm really ignorant to that side of it, to be honest.
I really think that it's always been Nicki, for the female hip hop artists, even though like other women that are super talented have been nominated. But I think that this year Cardi's probably gonna take it.
Oh yeah,
and
she's been putting in work though, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. For the male hip hop artists, you have Drake, you have Kendrick, you have DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, and J. Cole.
Who are you going for?
Kendrick, but I think Drake might take it. I mean, it kind of sucks because it's like it's the same artist every year. I feel like they're in different
categories, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you can even compare most of those artists together.
Yeah, like Drake,
their music
can't
stands
compare to
out
Kendrick.
Completely different. Not like completely different, because it's like some of them do touch like topics of conscious or like some raw hip hop, but I just feel like they're in their own lane, so I don't even know how they could really compete. So I guess they want to go for sales and streaming sales and the number like that's generated through that. I guess you want to say who's making more money, but I guess at the end of the day, that's what people are looking at. But I'm saying with talent wise, like everybody's different in their own way.
See, that's what I wonder. What qualifies you for the win? Like, is it the people's votes or is it
politics?
The committee? Yeah. Because it's like, is it numbers? Are we talking numbers? Are we talking influence? Are we talking about who's the fans' favorites?
Who knows?
It just depends what you're listening to, really. Like, I don't think if Kendrick wins, it's like the Drake fans are gonna be like, what? J. Cole fans too. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. There's no
Each
winning.
of these
There's no
artists make
winning
a
with the
different
people.
type of sound. Then you have, let's see, for the female R&B pop artists, you have Beyonce, SZA, her, Rihanna, and Kehlani. I'd love to see Kehlani on here and her. If I checked out,
SZA?
no, her, like HER.
Oh, okay.
She's a R&B artist. A lot of people know her. She's on the come up. I went to one of her concerts a while back at the observatory, and she is just so talented.
Oh, really? Like you
She
seen
has
her
a really
in the
dope
beginning, or
voice.
you recently seen her?
I saw her like maybe like I'd say like 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and she's on the come
She
up.
headlined the show?
Yeah, she headlined the show.
All right. So you already knew about her, and then you went out there, or
Yeah.
Oh, okay, dope. So you've been listening. She has a couple
It's
albums out.
kind of like, her following is kind of like The Weeknd, where she would put out mixtapes and only a certain crowd knew who she was.
Oh, okay. So
and
she had
now
like a little
she's
core
coming,
following.
yeah,
and now
she's like being
starting to
groomed
grow,
to be
yeah.
like a superstar.
That's tight. I gotta listen to her music. I've been sleeping. I'm sorry. Her. This is him saying sorry. Nah, but it's
SZA
crazy.
might take that. I
You
mean,
know what?
we all love SZA.
Yeah, she's dope. I hope she wins something because she deserves it. She works hard and she has an amazing voice and very talented. You know what's crazy is what I wanted to talk about. We never did. I know this is like we're bringing up some old stuff, but I just feel like our insight is it should be heard. You know what I'm saying? Is the Childish Gambino video? Remember how we forgot to touch bases on that?
Skipped over that the
There's-
last episode.
Just like all the other stuff we talked about, there's like a back and forth. Like I've seen people on the underground hip hop community bashing that video, saying like this is what you guys are going for, but not really knowing too much. Like people are going back and forth with it, but I also see what he was doing in that video you showed me and the information you were giving me on what it was portraying. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty crazy. Do you want to touch bases on that? Because you did some research on
how
that.
like the outlets, at first I was like, oh, this is some cool dancing, and the more I kept watching the video, the more I kept reading about the video from different outlets. It's like you're totally focusing on him dancing and his cool dance moves and weird dance moves or
That
whatever.
You're not paying attention to what's
the
going
background.
on in the background. Yeah, exactly.
And in the background there's like riots, there's like there's death on top of a horse, like
riding by
like,
and the cop is slowly following him.
yeah, kind of like just all relating back to like slavery or like oppressing
Exactly.
people. So it's kind of like you're missing all of that. And then it goes back to our last topic. We should totally talked about this on the last topic.
Yeah, we talked about it after, like, oh, we totally
we were
missed
like,
this one.
fuck, like we missed talking about the Childish Gambino. We were just going off on Kanye. But so it just solidifies how sometimes we turn a blind eye to all the social issues happening in real freaking life, and we're so caught up with the entertainment news and whatever's being put on your television.
The thing is like it's pretty much what controls everything now. Like we just talked about it. We're glued to our phone. Everything we're getting, it could be false. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of it that could be false, but we're fed this information and we're kind of breaking it down the way we want to take it, like in our own opinion. And I don't know. We need some fresh air sometimes, dude. This is getting crazy.
I listened to Improper Etiquette podcast, and they mentioned the other day that it's basically like, because Trump is our president, our entire nation just kind of, or at least him, it's like we don't know where to draw the line between politics. Like, what's politics now and what's entertainment? Like, it's basically all just clashed together.
Yeah, it's
now.
all on the same. It's walking the same line together, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why I just like, I don't know. I feel like Even in the workplace, everyone's on their phone. Tell me they ain't. Tell me no one's on their phone, bro. Like,
Yep.
there's some jobs I'm sure you'll get in big trouble for it, but everybody's on their phone. Everybody's glued to the technology. I swear. Like, we have a bad problem. And for those of you who don't, who like can easily put the phone down and walk away, man, you guys are dope. I give you props all day. And it's not that we can't. It's just like us doing media and being a part of it. It's not an excuse at all, but it's like in a way we need it. It's a necessity for what we use it for. But I think I sometimes overly use it. Like I'm too much addicted to it. It's crazy. I need help.
Yep. And what's funny is that if you can't check your phone during work, like I can't always check my phone.
She still does though.
I still do from time to time, and I'll like shoot a quick text or whatever. But then after work, when I'm supposed to be asleep, I spent like an entire hour just going through my timeline to see what I missed.
The worst thing. That's like they say that's the worst thing to do is like look at your phone before you go to sleep and when you wake up. The first thing you should do is already have your routine set before you go to sleep and when you wake up. Like do not touch that phone. That's like the worst thing to do because then that's gonna pretty much predict the rest of your day. And that's like a problem I've had. I've been up where I'm just scrolling. My wife has the issue too, because she used to bash me all the time about using my phone all the time. She's like, "You're always on the phone." Now she's on the phone, and she likes watching like the dumbass post on Instagram, like the little joking stuff or like all the little small skits, like the comedy skits.
Mm-hmm.
It stuff gets entertaining. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? But you end up scrolling, and you don't realize how long you're scrolling, and 2-3 hours just went by. Like, are you serious? What am I doing with my life, bro? Just sitting here scrolling through a phone. My eyes are getting worse. I'm gonna need some focals, some bifocals by the time I die. Some big ass thick glasses from looking at the phone all day.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up, dog?
What else? What else do we have?
Not a damn thing, because we're just bullshitting today.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are gonna hear us bullshit, chew gum, and drink.
Yeah, we are chewing
water.
gum right now.
We need water. She came today.
Oh my god, I just saw Rampage this weekend. You know, with The Rock? At the movie theater, duh.
Oh, see, I'm over here in my mindset, like boxing mindset. I thought you were talking about the UFC fighter, Rampage, Randy Jackson.
Oh.
I would have thought you would have
I
said
don't even know who that is.
How was the movie?
It was good. It was really good. I wanted to see
a
cock
lot
blockers.
Of anime? Was it like a lot of anime?
A lot of
like
what?
Anime. Like
no, it's not anime. It's with the
like
big ass
animation,
monkey.
Bro. Like it's animated.
Oh.
Like
no, except for like the big ass fucking monkey and freaking. There's a crocodile.
It's a gorilla, probably, bro, not a monkey.
Okay, it's a gorilla. Yes, it's a gorilla. Whatever. It's still a form of monkey, right? A ape.
God.
There's a big ass wolf in the movie, and then there's a big ass crocodile.
Where does it take place at?
Chicago.
Chicago or Chicago?
Chicago.
Chirac?
Okay, it starts off in San Diego at the San Diego Zoo.
Oh,
and then
here
these
we
animals,
go.
And then these animals just
what
run
happened?
off.
They gave them like medicine
Chicago.
or something that made them.
You know what? You guys, this movie has been out for a while, so I'm just gonna spoil the shit out of it. So
I wasn't gonna go watch it this weekend. No, just kidding. Go ahead. Let's hear about it.
So basically, they it starts off with like there's like this mission, or they're doing something in space, right?
Oh, here we go.
And then the spaceship like blows up or catches fire. So these motherfuckers have like
juice got all over the animals.
Yeah, so basically they had like 3 different like chemicals like locked in some vessels or whatever, and then they just like fly out into the atmosphere, and then they land on Earth in 3 different places. And one of the a wolf sniffs it. One of them lands in the ape cage, and it explodes in the ape's face. And then the other one just lands in like some kind of river. And that's what happened to the 3 animals. So basically, like the potion is supposed to like increase like performance, like endurance, and it's supposed to increase growth, and it's supposed to like increase like all type of like shit in your body, like some shit like that. So the ape slowly starts like he starts getting angry, he gets more hungry, he starts growing, and they're like, "Do you notice that he's a little bigger than last night or whatever?" And he killed a grizzly in the San Diego Zoo. That's how they found out something was wrong with him, because he just like went off into like the grizzly cage and killed a bear and ate it and slapped and like snapped his.
I could just picture Stacy eating popcorn with her eyes wide open,
I
looking at the
was eating
show like,
popcorn
this is
with
crazy.
extra butter. You know this.
But I want to know, what did they give The Rock? Because he's that dude's like, looks like he's on something. So some dust might have popped in his face.
No, which was the interesting thing. He was just himself.
So human.
The
So
entire
he
movie, he was getting like knocked out, punched, but he was the one that was beating the shit out of everybody, even these animals. He could take them all. I was like, what?
He's the hero of the story.
Yes. Oh, and then I was watching this with my boyfriend, and then there was a part where The Rock, he was like strapped up, like they had him tied with zip tied his hands, and he was like, fuck, like he needed to get out of that damn plane, right? Out of nowhere, he just breaks it off with his muscles, like his hands, and I was
there actually is a way. I just seen there's like a way to get out of a zip tie to break them.
With your hands?
Yeah, so I don't know how accurate the thing is, but there's like step by step. If you're ever tied up, you should look into it just in case you ever get into a sticky situation. But there's a way to break out of the zip ties. It's just like a technique. But I'm not saying like the weakest person could do it. I don't know what he did, but I'm sure
he just went like, he threw his hands up and went bam.
They had dental floss around his wrist, and they made it look like, nah, I'm just playing. I'm sure he could snap something like that.
No, but it was a really good action film, and obviously The Rock is in it, so why wouldn't you want to go watch it?
He's killing it right now.
He is.
He's making lots of money off the movies, though. Straight up.
And then it did make me cry because I thought the ape had died at the end. But then the ape was just the ape was just bullshitting. Like
he played possum.
He was playing dead
possum
to joke around with The Rock, and then he flipped him off. And then I was like, "Fuck! You got me over here tearing up for nothing, and you're fucking alive."
Yeah, these movies are crazy, bro. I honestly haven't been to the movie theater in so long. Like, I need to go and catch a movie soon. Like, I miss watching movies, especially new movies, but Netflix is dope. Oh, you know what I just peeped out? The Rain. It's a new series that came out. It's like I don't want to sound stupid, but I think it's like a Swedish based series, but it's in English obviously, but you could tell like when they're talking the words don't add up with it doesn't match the way their lips are moving, but it's a really dope show. It's like about a virus breaking out. It's like something typical. I thought it was gonna be like a zombie film. It's sort of like it, but it's like people aren't coming back and killing people. It's just like a really bad virus. It's embarrassing because it was like low key the other night. I want to say it was like Monday night or Tuesday night. I stood up till like 5 a.m. watching the whole series because that's why I just try to stay away from television. Because if I catch something that I like, I'll stay up and watch the whole shit. And I watched from episode 1 to 8, and I remember turning it off at 5 something in the morning and wasted my night. Like
where's this on Netflix?
Netflix. It's called The Ring. It's pretty dope though.
I haven't watched Netflix in a minute. I just have the freaking like I'm literally just paying for the service. I've been hooked on Hulu.
Do you pay for that too?
Yeah.
I used to have both, but I was like, it's one or the other. I'm just throwing my money away to this shit. And at the time, I was working 2 jobs like crazy. So it's like, why am I paying for all these extra things? Like, when I was working 2 jobs and I didn't have time, I was paying for the gym, I was paying for Hulu, I was paying for Netflix. Like, all this, I'm working 2 jobs just to pay all these bills that I don't even utilize. I don't use none of the shit I was paying for.
Dude, my mom was like, where does your money go? Like, so, and then I broke it down. I was like, well, I give you rent money. I was like, I have my insurance. I have my car payment. I was like, obviously I eat out. And then I was like, what else do I have? My phone. And then I kept thinking hard because I was like, I need to give her
It's
some more shit.
all these
And then I
little
was
bills
yeah. And
that
then I
start
was
adding
like,
up.
oh, Netflix, Hulu, Gym. I have like some other apps, my Apple Music.
Yeah,
And then she's all like, okay, I get it.
it adds up. They got us. They got us for sure. That, and you know what's crazy is like, too, if you guys are like in tune to like all the ads on Instagram and stuff like that, they're starting to create these businesses, which is very smart. They're like underwear companies, bra companies, clothing companies. Like I forgot the name of a couple of, Thread Beast. Have you heard that one? You pay like one something a month. They send you a whole different outfit. Like, you tell them what kind of style you're into. They ask you different styles, and like you could pay a subscription fee. And every month you'll receive a package: kicks, like some fresh shoes, a pair of glasses to go with it, a t-shirt, and some pants or shorts.
But
Like,
is it quality shit?
oh yeah, it's quality. They'll send you like some fresh J's, some Nikes or Vans. Like, they get you a whole setup. So they have that, and then there's like this other thing called Me Undies or whatever. It's like men and
I've
women.
heard that, yeah.
So you can either get one pair or you can get it like shipped to you every month. Like, I don't know people that need that probably use like a pair of boxers and throw them away after. I don't know what the hell you doing, but to need some every month, that's crazy though. But there's people who sign up for that, who probably like get rid of all their old stuff and they want to start fresh maybe. But these are literally subscriptions you can start subscribing to that hook you up with clothes like that. Like any type of, pretty much anything, like the Dollar Shave Club. Like, these businesses are very smart for doing that. But it's like, damn, we're getting oversaturated with all this stuff pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know. Like, I think that's how business are really making money now, though. Like, getting people on a subscription. Because even though you may not use the product, you still signed up.
Yeah.
And you don't go and cancel it right away. Most of us don't, obviously.
And it's like for a tiny amount of money. Like, it's
some of it
when you sign up, you're like $5.99, $8.99. You're like, oh,
who
it's
cares?
nothing, but
then
it
you
adds
do the
up
yearly, and then
yeah.
say you got it for like 4 or 5 years. That money you could be pocketing or something. You know, it adds up. And then when we get paid, the little nickel and diming, the buying stuff at the store, going out to eat, all that shit adds up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the little time, every time you swipe that card, I think that's the problem too, is that we use cards so much. I'm saying for myself, I use the card so much that if I had cash in my hand, I would know. You know, you don't think twice about it with your card. With cash in your hand, and you know you have a budget, you would think twice.
Yeah. So,
What's up?
Oh, speaking of movies, this is the last thing. We just saw that the Black Panther came out on DVD.
Oh yeah, someone just posted it. I was like, what? That's dope. I haven't even had a chance to see it in theaters. Like, I'm kind of low key mad at myself, but I do want to cop it, or maybe it's still in theaters. Said I'll go watch it in the theater too. I think are still showing
there's
it,
still
you know?
some that are showing it. But remember when we were kids, we had to wait like an entire year to like
Yeah, we were just talking
catch
about
it
that.
on-
I think that's crazy, but
how fast
I
stuff
wonder
is
if they
coming out.
still make.
And you know what I think? Because I
What's up?
think I've seen it on the phone. Like, the week after a movie comes out, it's available on your phone. You can watch it on your phone, but you have to
get,
buy it off of like YouTube, or you have to buy it basically to watch it on your phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen that. That's another thing too. I was gonna ask if anyone knows. Let us know. YouTube offers, like, you can pay monthly, right, to watch TV on there. My thing is like, when you search any movie, because it says you can rent, right? I see that, like, if you type in a movie on YouTube, it'll say you rent for X amount of dollars. But if you're paying for the TV service, does that movie come with it? That's what I'm confused with. You know what I'm saying? Because some movies, it only offers you the rent. But if you're paying for that monthly thing on the YouTube Red or whatever, can you actually watch those movies too? Or is that separate? Because that'll be some dumb shit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Goodbye cable.
Every company's making some massive ass money though. Because that's what I'm thinking. Shit, I'm gonna start a label and start subscribing people to it on my label. Like, subscribe to it, you get music every month from my label. Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
But it just gotta be quality.
Hey, so DJ Khaled was out here saying some crazy shit. He was saying that he expects his wife to give him oral sex, but he does not do that.
That's not the first time I heard that from someone.
And he said he expects his wife to do it because he's the king. But
when was he saying?
But he
stuff
don't
like,
eat pussy.
When was he saying that though?
Like a couple days ago, it was a whole thing online.
You know what's crazy is I would never thought he would talk like that.
Mm.
I'm not saying that he wouldn't. I'm just saying that I never thought he would speak like that about his wife in public. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like the type to be talking like that.
He seems like super.
Like he's just, he keeps his mouth closed about stuff like that. I didn't, that's news to me.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up.
It's an
somewhere.
interview he did?
Just give me a minute.
It's an interview he did, or is it like...
Yeah.
It's just like someone quoting him and writing it down on an article or something.
Look, yeah. Wait, hold on. They're like bullshitting on here. Meanwhile, what do you think about that? Like, shit.
I don't know. So, what do you guys think about that? Favor for a favor. That's how I think.
It says DJ Khaled says he doesn't perform oral sex, but expects it from his wife because he's the king. Different rules for men.
Different rules for different fools.
Oh,
that's crazy. I wouldn't have thought
there
he
we
was...
go.
Praise the man. The king. If you holding it down for your woman, I feel like the woman should praise, and the man should praise the queen. But my way of praising is called how was dinner? You like the house you living in? You like all them clothes you getting? I'm taking care of your family. I'm taking care of my family. Putting in the work.
So you saying you don't go down?
Nah, never.
Who is that? Who's interviewing him?
It's the Breakfast Club.
Oh, Angela Yee?
I don't know. I mean, but she...
Some people are okay with it, and some people are like, whatever. And some people are like, hell nah. It's favor for a favor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, tell me this. So, if that was you in that situation, and you're like, oh, hell no, like, I don't go down on women. And then, but your girl...
Expecting that? Yeah.
And she says, nah, I don't want to do that to you. So, how do you take that?
First of all,
would you let it slide?
If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't. They are... Sometimes you get put on the spot, so I'm not going to say he talks about his wife like that. So they probably... Sometimes when you're in interviews, they'll put you on blast, and you don't want to say, I won't comment that. You could, because, I'll go back to what you're saying. But they had, on Lip Service, they had Russell Simmons' daughter. Was her name Vanessa Simmons? Or no, that's not Russell's daughter. It's Rev Run's daughter, right?
Yeah,
Vanessa Simmons?
yeah.
Okay. They had her on there, and they were asking some really... Because on Lip Service, they get crazy.
They get raunchy.
Yeah, and they had asked her a personal question, and she was just, killing them with good answers. She wasn't saying too much and she wasn't saying too little, but she was saying enough with respect. And I know it's okay to be open. It's 2018 now. Everybody's not giving a crap about nothing and just being open about it. But I would come different if it's something that you cared about. You know what I'm saying? Most people wouldn't want to be talking about that. And then let alone, you don't know how she feels about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
she could probably be upset with him. You see her.
His wife is not a sensitive cookie. She puts him in his place. She talks shit. She talks mad shit.
You seen the snap or the post when she's outside working out and he's like, honey. He that fool be annoying her, and then she's like, shut the fuck up.
She's like, I don't need you to be talking. I don't need this motivation like you do. I know how to work out without it. I was like,
they were out by the pool. That
shit
was funny. My boy Luda sent me that shit. That shit was too funny. But back to that. What was your question?
What if the girl was like, nah, because you don't go down on me, you're not getting that from me. At that point, you just have to be cool with it. It's
there's some people that are like
what you
that.
said,
There's
favor for a favor.
There's some people that are like that though. It's either got to be equal or you ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then some people are cool with it. Some people don't mind. I said, different rules for different fools.
That shit crazy.
I don't know, Khaled. Are those some keys? Major killer.
That's a major killer right there.
Major killer. Secure the bag.
So
he's like, secure the bag. Don't get near it though. He's like, don't go down that bag.
Jennifer Lopez slams critics for saying she was too fat. What? When was this? J-Lo's popping.
I'm telling you, that media
Hollywood.
Kill you, bruh.
Hollywood. Come on, Anthony. What you got?
I got new music. If you guys want to know what new music's out, I actually was upset with myself because I didn't get to share it with you guys last week. I totally forgot that segment part of it. But some new music we do have is from Wale, and his EP is called Self Promotion. It's dope. I really enjoyed it, and I'm still listening to it. I'm trying to let these projects grow on me because, like I said, it took me many years to start actually listening to new music. I was stuck on like a lot of boom bap, which there's nothing wrong with that. I was stuck on a lot of soul, a lot of hip hop, but just from like an older time, and I was really like hard headed and not trying to give new music a listen to. And it's like, nah, dead that. I'm all about trying to like listen to new music. It's just really hard to keep up. So if you guys haven't heard of these projects out yet, I hope you guys check them out. They're really good artists, and it's like dope music. You know what I'm saying? Another artist is Royce the 5'9". I'm sure you guys heard of him. The album's called Book of Ryan. Dope projects, deep. If you guys like storytelling, if you guys like, deep insights on someone, like he's gone through personal problems, experiences, drug issues, drug abuse, like him growing up, his brother going to prison. Like it's a really dope story, and I think this tells like him like definition. Like every song is another part of his story. So again, Royce the 5'9", Book of Ryan. The last one that I have on here is P Styles. It's a G dash host, but I think I guess it's Ghost. I haven't even heard it yet, but he would never let me down. His style is dope. So make sure you guys check that out again. P Styles, it's Ghost or G dash host. We can get into this first song. Do you want me to do my first song, or you want to pick the first song?
No, go ahead.
All right, this first song is by Maya Huyana. I hope I'm saying that right. Again, it's Maya Huyana, and the song's called Maya's Jam. Personally picked this one. It's dope. Thank you for sending in the submission. I went on your SoundCloud page and checked out your music, and this is the one that I prefer the most. It says on your page that you are from the Inland Empire, so what up, IE? It's dope to see and hear some talent coming from the area. So here it is, Maya's Jam. Yeah.
Ain't no bluffing. We sipping our drinks, we laughing, puffing, dipping down the freeway like 3 a.m. Not just sexual, respectful. He's my best friend. Your words a cold drink on a hot summer day. A gift to be your presence like Christmas Day. Intellectual, you're special, baby. Take me away. Cause nothing can compare to the vibes we make. Can't describe this space. You're my type, that face, that conversation's priceless. Got me hyped always. Simulate your mind, Craig, like that endo drug. But better cause you're good for my soul. This I know, this purposeful connection. It ain't no second guessing. Never question my affection, cause your heart is well protected. I got you, love. This one's for you and your beautiful point of view, Lord. The world could be up in flames. Might miss the shot in the game. It doesn't mean anything. You're all I want and I need. Hey you, yeah you. You make my world a better place. So picture perfect, I could frame you.
Yeah. Got you all in check.
Oh, that was so seductive.
That was some smooth vibes, you know what I'm saying? So check it out. You guys can follow her on social media at Maya Huyana, MayaHuyana, on Instagram, and you guys could get all her music obviously on all the streaming services that are out there. All the music and the artists are getting hip to the game. They're starting to put their music on all the platforms. That is so dope, because there's no excuse on why you cannot support these artists and get their music. So if there's a way and there's a will, you need to make sure you take care of that and get the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Support these artists, because we're out here grinding every day trying to make something from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Stace, what you got, girl?
So I got a single called Memory Lane. It's actually a beat, and it's by someone named Zay Sims, and I found it on SoundCloud, and that's at ZAYSIMS _ on Instagram.
Okay.
And then on YouTube, it's just Zay Sims.
He's out of Portland, right?
Yes.
Oh, dope. Shout out to Portland. Shout out to the north west coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then Memory Lane is available on all streaming platforms as well.
Here it goes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. We're back. Sorry. Speaking of always being on your phone.
Weirdo. Straight weirdo.
So, anyways, that was Zay Sims. Again, you can find him on Instagram. You can find him on YouTube. And that's ZAYSIMS _ on Instagram.
What's up with some beats, dog?
Shut up. ARS is still doing his rap thing. He hasn't quit despite whatever he says on his little Instagram stories.
Bro, these are facts right here.
He gets fan mail telling him, no, don't quit rap.
Forget you. Hey, so what's up? Do you have anything else you want to share before we out this?
No, you guys, please send us submissions.
Yeah, come on. We're right here. We're the platform for y'all, bro.
Yes.
We're trying to get your music out there, whether it's indie music. It could be any style music. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that we fell in love with hip hop, but we're here to support all the artists out here doing it. Producers, DJs. You know, we're trying to change it up a little bit. So if you guys have anything you'd like to send us, please send it on over at allincheckpodcast@gmail.com, and we go through these. We handpick these joints right here. So if we picked it, it came from a nice place in our heart to play this song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She's over here tapping something. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Anyways, anything else you want to share or let people know?
Please follow our Instagram. That's All in Check Podcast. Subscribe and drop a little review on the podcast app. That's All in Check Podcast on your iTunes app.
Your ratings matter, bro.
Yes, they do.
They really do, I swear.
And that's all I have. Oh, here, let me share some of the concerts that are coming up. Summertime in the LBC is back for the second year.
Yeah, she's going to buy my ticket.
I don't even think I'm going to that. Shit's
all right,
expensive.
what else is popping?
The Game is in it. You got Warren G, DJ Quick. You got Madlib. You have Ice Cube. So that should be a dope show. Nice. Dom Kennedy, and I really want to go to this, but the fact that it's at 11, it's a show that's at 11 p.m. and
on a weeknight?
No, it's on a Saturday night.
But you work Sunday morning.
I mean, I could request a day off. It's until June, but the fact that from OC, I'd have to freaking drive to LA for this show. Dom Kennedy is performing the entire Yellow album at the Novo in downtown LA. And the show starts at 11 p.m. Doors open at 10:30. So the Yellow album, that was like, to me, that was probably his best album that he put out. I was trying to look for it on Apple Music the other day, and it's not on there. So I'm not sure why it's not on there. It might have been like something with the sampling or whatever, but it is on YouTube. So if you guys haven't heard of Dom Kennedy or you haven't heard the Yellow album, I suggest you do, because it's one of his greatest pieces of work, I think, besides like the early mixtapes. But yeah, I want to go to that, but I don't think I am. Tickets aren't expensive either.
Confused. What else is coming up? Any other concerts?
Not like hip hop concerts.
Like hip hop concerts. I like how she said that.
Nothing that I'm interested in.
I don't know if I ever say this right, but it's Camp Flognaw, right?
Yeah.
That's coming up. That's going to be at Dodger Stadium, and I hear it's going to be dope. They do not have a lineup out yet. I actually think it's something I look forward to.
Dope artists,
November 10th and November 11th. I'm not 100% sure, but I think those are the dates. So you guys look out for that. That's supposed to be a dope festival. They always have really great artists on that lineup, and it's always a great time, I hear. So I actually done some street promotion outside of that venue last year. Shout out to Scoobs. Had me on the streets promoting these concerts that I was performing at. You know what I'm saying? We was out there with the posters and the flyers. So I know what it is. All you street pushers, you know what I'm saying? Keep on grinding. This is ARS.
And this is StaceFresh.
We are All in Check Podcast.
We out.
Peace.